This is SHRM Global Radio in partnership with Timber Media, Podcasters for India Inc.
Hello and welcome to SHRM Global Radio, everybody. Ahalya here, keeping you company on the last episode for the year. It's already December and 2024 is about to end. 2025 is just around the corner, and we're thinking about how we can make the next year a great year at the workplace. So today we're diving into a topic that is more relevant than ever: how to create a work environment where everyone, regardless of their age or background, feels valued and engaged. You know, today's workplaces are more diverse than ever before, right? Bringing together people from different generations, each with their own stories, strengths, and perspectives. And honestly, that is pretty exciting. But it can also mean that leaders need to be more mindful about how they connect with their teams. It's about embracing all that diversity to build stronger, more cohesive teams. So on today's podcast, we'll talk about the practical ways in which you can tailor your communication and leadership styles to bridge those generational differences, not by focusing on what sets us apart, but rather by finding common ground. And we'll also look at examples from companies who are doing it right. Let's dive in. Now, when it comes to celebrating a multi-generational workforce, think of a team as a recipe. Every ingredient brings something different to the mix, and it's that blend that makes it special. Having team members of different ages is kind of like that. Most companies these days have a mix of Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z. That's a diverse range of perspectives, experiences, and choices, and that combination can create amazing results. So what is your perspective as an HR professional? Are you thinking generation gap, or multi-generational workforce? Not too different from having, say, Captain America, Thor, and Spider-Man on the same team. You know, IBM brings together employees from different backgrounds on projects, combining cutting-edge tech ideas with solid business practices that have stood the test of time. So a real-life example like that is just a reminder that there's real power in tapping into what each person brings to the table. And like we touched upon in the introduction, a key part of uniting teams is learning how to communicate. And inclusive communication, which means meeting people where they are, is absolutely vital. It's not about forcing people to adopt one style, but about creating ways for everyone to connect comfortably. In fact, one of the first things to do is to establish flexible communication channels. Imagine a workplace like Unilever, where employees can connect in person, via email, or through digital chat platforms like Slack. Using different channels means everyone has a way to engage that feels right for them. Sometimes that's a face-to-face meeting to work through a complex project. Other times it could be a quick message to confirm a small detail. It's really just about finding the right mix for each team where everyone feels included. Another interesting aspect of communication is cross-generational mentorship. Deloitte, for example, has taken a creative approach to mentorship, encouraging employees of different ages to share knowledge. So younger employees might teach digital skills while more experienced team members share strategic insights. This isn't just a mentorship program, it's an opportunity to build trust and mutual respect. When we see each other as people with different strengths, work becomes a place where we learn and grow together. And of course, feedback, right? And it's important for this feedback to feel supportive. So Adobe switched to a continuous feedback model instead of the typical annual review. Imagine getting regular, constructive feedback that helps you improve in real time rather than waiting a whole year. It's been a big hit with employees because it helps everyone stay on track and feel supported. Because at the end of the day, feedback isn't about criticism. It's about encouragement. And that is something every generation appreciates. Now, when it comes to leadership in managing generational differences at the workplace, it's important to have leadership styles that connect people, not divide them. So here are a few ways in which leaders can create a space where people feel motivated and supported. The first would be having a coaching mindset. Companies like Google use a coaching style that focuses on personal growth. Think about it, having a leader who doesn't just tell you what to do, but also asks questions, provides resources, and helps remove any roadblocks so that you can do your best work is way more productive than just being instructive, right? It's about creating a team that's empowered to bring their full selves to the job, which resonates with everyone, regardless of age. It's also really important to connect work to a larger purpose. Many employees, from new hires to veterans, find satisfaction in knowing that their work has a larger impact. Patagonia is a great example here. The company's mission around environmental sustainability gives everyone a reason to feel proud and engaged. Leaders at Patagonia don't just tell employees what tasks to complete. They connect the daily work to the company's bigger purpose. It reminds us that when we're part of something meaningful, work becomes more than just a job. Now, flexibility and balance are also an important aspect of the appropriate leadership style. Flexibility is something that resonates across generations, especially as people look to balance work and life. Now, Salesforce has embraced flexible work policies, letting employees choose where they work best. It's a simple idea, but it's shown to improve well-being and engagement. When people are trusted to manage their work environment, they bring their best selves to the job. And that is a benefit to everyone, And one of the best things about a multi-generational workforce is being able to celebrate different experiences. At Procter & Gamble, the leadership recognizes the value in both long-term experience as well as fresh ideas. So they create teams that blend these perspectives, allowing seasoned employees to share their wisdom while newer team members bring fresh approaches. It's all about mutual respect, and it reinforces the idea that everyone's voice matters. And finally, building collaborative spaces. Collaboration is where true innovation happens. Accenture has invested in innovation hubs, where employees of all ages come together to brainstorm and solve problems. By creating physical or virtual spaces dedicated to teamwork, they foster a sense of unity. People feel valued, seen, and excited to work together, which boosts engagement and results. The goal with managing and leading a multi-generational workforce isn't to label people by their age or to put them in boxes. It's actually about the opposite, about recognizing that each person brings something unique. And when we celebrate that, work becomes a place where everyone feels like they belong. How about this analogy? A multi-generational team is like a symphony. Every instrument has its own sound, but when they play together, they create something truly beautiful. Whether it's through flexible communication, mentorship, purpose-driven work, or supportive leadership, there are countless ways to make sure that everybody in your workforce feels like they are truly part of the team. With that, we arrive at the end of today's episode of SHRM Global Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope this episode gave you some new ideas for creating a workplace where every generation feels valued. Take care, and here's wishing you a very happy new year in 2025. This is Mia Halia signing off. I'll see you next month on SHRM Global Radio. The year's changing, but that will stay constant.
This is SHRM Global Radio in partnership with Timber Media, Podcasters for India, Inc.